How's it hanging, fellas? I'm Orosh and this is another episode of Terraria, and in today's episode I don't remember what we're gonna do, but remember how I mentioned that some of the music in the game's kinda dumb? This is that piece of music that sounds kinda weird, like it sounds like it should be tied to some kind of event. Some kind of happy clown invasion kind of event, but it's just like overworld music. It's, I don't know, it's been pissing me off whatever it played. Or maybe that's not the one, there's another one that's even dumber than this. Again, I missed that shit, really? I was trying, I was looking so much through this shit just to cut out all these lagged parts, but whatever. Now you got an idea on how I was playing. I don't even know anymore which parts were the ones that was OBS's fault, and which parts were my fault, my computer's fault. In today's episode, I guess, by judging by what the fuck I'm looking at, we're going to ice. We're going to snow. We're going to dig into a snow cave. Yes, I think this is actually what's gonna happen. I think I cut out a lot of this episode because I had to reset the server. I was resetting it a lot earlier when when we couldn't connect together, but later we kind of realized that this is not the case. And it's just that it's on boss's side, I think it was, that he just simply had to like try a couple more times. Because whenever I resetted the server, it never really helped. But whatever, who cares? There's a glowing fucking thing over there in the corner. I think this is one of those things that you use to spawn more rare materials later in the game, but right now I don't even have a hammer that's required for you to... that you have to use that specific hammer to break those. You get that hammer out of Wall of Flesh, which I fought in 10th episode, which, hold on, 4, 5, 6 today, 7, 8, 9, and I'm gonna make more episodes than I thought. Yeah, 12 episodes this week. Well, shit, that's still not enough episodes. Whatever. It's gonna leave me at 27, so the final 28th episode is, I'm gonna have to record some other time, I guess. That sucks. Anyway, I finished, ahead in time yesterday. I actually beat it at 100%. I don't know if it's like genuine 100% because I done all the time rifts. I collected all the time pieces, which are like the main collectible, and on the main menu it says that my save file is 100% completed. But even though it is 100% completed, right? It doesn't, like, I feel like there's still so much yarn in the world, and it does shows on my results screen how much yarn and tokens and gems I have, so it's like, should I collect those as well? I don't think so. It tells me that it's 100%, and I was gonna kinda go and... Shia the Dryad had arrived. That's everyone's waifu? I think, I don't know. Man, this ice was pissing me off. I was trying to stand still. Ah, there you go, I reset the server, so I had to... So now I'm running back to where I was. And I really like the final boss. Most of the bosses in that game were kind of pissing me off. The first boss is kind of annoying, the second boss is kind of annoying, the third boss is pretty cool, the fourth boss isn't really a boss. Well, a level. And the fifth boss, the final one, it was cool. I really like the villain in that game overall, because it's like you don't really expect that character to be the villain, but she is, and it is pretty interesting and cool. How long is this episode? 33 minutes. 33. And the following ones, I believe, are 20-something. So maybe today I won't be fucking stuck here for 2 hours. Whatever. Stuck here. I'm saying as if I'm doing this against my will, but again, some fucking asshole was sitting here doing some shit, and I was just kind of sitting here waiting for him to fuck off so he doesn't hear me talk to myself in the next room, thinking that I'm probably insane. He might... would have been right, but I don't know. It depends. Could call me insane because I'm going out of my way to record all these Terraria episodes and no one's gonna give a shit. But I guess that's just my fate. I don't know, whatever. And I've been playing more Battle Block Theater. I still haven't finished it. The problem is with the Battle Block Theater, I think I was telling you that in the first, you can't reset, yeah, I was telling you that you can't reset the game, so the opening cutscene I'll have to put in myself from someone else's footage. I was trying, I was even deleting like cloud saves, I was deleting every fucking piece of save files on my computer, but then every time I start the game, it still has my save file. I don't know if the fucking people who made the game keep track of my save files, like what the hell. The same thing happened with Super Meat Boy, when I was playing Super Meat Boy on console. I could not for the love of me delete the fucking save file of the game. So I guess, and that's the same developer. So I guess they have some kind of thing where you cannot delete save files of their games and start the game all over again. And that was the weirdest thing, because when I first played Super Meat Boy, I played it on PS Vita. And then I tried to play it on PS4, but I still had my save file from the PS Vita, where I got to the final boss and never beaten it. But then I beaten the... Allows the holder to double jump. I don't think I need double jumping when I have clouds. No wait, when I have wings. This item was a cloud, sorry. And yeah, I don't think... I wonder how is it, if it's also the case in like different games like Castle Crashers and Binding of Isaac, and that's also the case in those games. It is kind of interesting to know. Dynamite, you can throw dynamite in this game, and there's also bombs in this game. And I remembered when we were digging, I think it happened last episode when we were digging to... No wait, we haven't destroyed the world either yet. That happens later. Again? Oh man. We're fighting the world eater, and boss, instead of just like digging, he just threw bombs everywhere. So he just made like enormous holes everywhere. And then we were just digging around them, and this is some smooth gameplay. I got here, shit. If I end up running into a wall, then that might have been me. But if I'm like running around smoothly and I'm just, you know where I'm going, but then fucking footage is all fucked up, then fuck OBS for that. That's their fault, not mine. But I guess that's also still my computer's fault that it cannot run the game and OBS smoothly at the same time. I think I was checking if... You hear there's like music cutting out? That means that I was checking OBS. Because OBS, like I said, fucked me over like 5 times during this recording, where I lost the footage of everything. Ice is so fucking annoying, man. Can't fucking stand on it. Just breaks apart. Even in Minecraft you can stand on top of ice, slide around, and that's it. Yeah, and I was playing Fall Guys. That's a game that a lot of people are talking about and playing, because it's for free pretty much everywhere. It's free on PS Plus. It's free on Xbox too, I think. It's on Steam. So it's like everywhere people were playing it. And I played like 2 games. I got to the finale of the first game and then I lost. And the second game I lost before the finale because I fell off. And we were playing this like soccer game, and we lost. We lost really bad. And then what happened? I like quitted the game for a little bit because I was rendering those previous episodes and uploading them, and then I came back to play it a little more, and they were doing some kind of maintenance. Apparently, I guess, since the game came out that day on PS Plus, maybe they had like a shit ton of people come in and play, and the servers just couldn't handle it, so they had to fix the servers or something like that. But yeah, that kind of sucked. I was hoping to play more of this game, and I didn't get a chance, unfortunately. It kind of sucks I didn't record anything on Monday, because I was like... I sat down around 4 of the morning, and I looked how fucking long the episodes were that I was gonna record, and I was like, I'm gonna sit here till the evening. I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Fuck it. And yeah, I was pissed off. about that, and because of that, I thought I would finish this series next week, but apparently I'm gonna finish it next week. The very final episode I'm gonna record next week, whatever. And I was gonna make a bunch of gameplays and such, because I got these games that I got for free on PS Plus. I got this fucking game called Erica, which is weird, I don't know what the fuck it is. I think I fucking talked about all of these things in previous episodes, haven't I? I'm just repeating myself. I'm insane. Internet doesn't work for some reason, but internet didn't work, but for some reason on my computer it did, but nowhere else it did. What's up on? Which is weird because I was uploading another one of those episodes and just fucking uploaded, like no problem. But then I fucking reset the computer because for some reason whenever I'm like about to record something or I'm about to watch my own gameplay, I try to I reset my computer just so it doesn't have any processing, anything running in the background. You know, like if I turn on the internet, and then it kind of has in the back memory that this is the last page I visited or something like that. So sometimes I just reset those things. I set my computer just so those things would reset, and I wouldn't, and maybe the fucking footage wouldn't freeze for once, because second episode the footage froze, but you know what, I don't think that's actually the case. I think that's just fucking bullshit. You know what, I'm starting to think maybe it was on one side, maybe it was a better choice to record this while playing this, but then I would have to buy the game again, and I don't care. And it wasn't on a discount this summer, so I probably wouldn't buy it. Anyway, I met the stylist. She is a girl that changes your haircuts if you give a shit about that. Which I didn't give a fuck about that, to be honest. Because my haircut, my pompadour haircut, sometimes an afro if the game doesn't have a pompadour haircut in it, it's great. Now there was like a big explosion in Beirut. I can watch the video of it and I felt at first like, this is some fucking fake ass bullshit. But then I saw the video from like multiple goddamn angles and I was like, okay, this is not fake. Holy shit. I don't know why I'm back in the house, why I'm zoomed in, why am I talking to the plant bitch. I don't know what the fuck she wants from me. Man, this game's so blurry. I was gonna render this in fucking 1080 and what is this bullshit? Looks like shit. And what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Shit. I can't recall. There's a Gordon Freeman outfit in Fall Guys if you buy it on Steam. So even if you can try the game out on Steam if you want, since it seems to be for free everywhere, everybody wants really badly for people to play it. And I did, and I thought it was fun. I played it for a while. I don't really fucking like online games because I feel like I'm just doing the same fucking thing. Like if it's a single player game, then most of the time it's like, oh, one mission is different from another, so I'm like doing different stuff. But in this game I like it because it like, has multiple maps. It's like randomized whichever event will be next. Which is pretty cool because then it's like... because, you know, not every fucking match is just gonna be the same fucking map over and over again, whatever. Apparently in the Mafia remake there's going to be cigarette cards, which reminded me of Red Dead 2 when you can collect cigarette cards, but those cigarette cards are... they have like information about characters and kinda like lower... I hope for Playboys to be in the game. I remember as a kid when I was playing Mafia 2, and I was always scared to pick up the Playboys because I thought someone would walk in and make me delete the game. So I never did. Lots of those. Explosion video. There's like a cool fucking moving city contraption I seen that someone built in Terraria. Looks fucking awesome. And fucking funniest thing about... I can't put my thoughts together. I was about to say something and I think I might have a problem, guys. I might be fucking going brain dead. Can't focus on one fucking thing. Whatever. What am I doing? Let's focus on the fucking video, on the task at hand. Let's comment on what I'm doing, for example. I'm gonna mention something else. I was gonna mention a lot of goddamn things and then immediately forgot about every single one of them. I swear to fucking god. You can kind of see at the never mind, it's a reflection of the light from my computer. I thought there was a cave at the bottom of the screen. So you can see those like golden things sticking out of the wall, those are like topaz. And topazes and gems in general in this game are kind of shit. You know how in Minecraft diamonds are like the shit? They're the best. Well, not anymore, but they used to be the best. You want diamonds, they're still good though. But in this game diamonds are just like nothing really good. They're just like kind of flashy and you don't really get anything all that great from them. What you can use gems for though is a bunch of hooks. You can make hooks out of them. And I don't have a hook yet, I believe. Hooks are pretty useful. Even though right now I'm doing fine with the whole spike shoes and wings combo. But later in the game it is pretty handy to have hooks. Until you get a UFO and you can basically fly anywhere you want. It is my favorite thing in the game, when you get a UFO and you're just basically flying around. Or any mount, really. There's a... First of the mounts I got is like a flamingo. I bought it from the zoologist, the furry chick everybody loves. I don't know if I like her because I can't judge if I like her because I never fucking pay attention to what the fuck she's saying. So she might be a huge bitch. Also, the amount of pixels are supposed to represent her character, I don't know, make her look kind of weird. It's like you're not sure if she like fucking... She like a furry? Is she just like dressing like one? What the fuck is she doing? I don't know either. I gotta say. But like I was saying, when I was looking up screenshots of enemies from this game, it seems like a lot of people like her. By like her, I mean I found a lot of hentai of it. And then saved it to my hentai folder for safekeeping. And one of the enemies I fucking found, like, why is there so much shit of that specific enemy turned into like a anime girl? Was the harpy enemy? I never even would think to turn a harpy into like an anime waifu. And for some reason there's like multiple things with her. The fuck is the harpy? Why harpy? She's fucking annoying. It's like a bird thing. It's fucking annoying as fuck. It flies in the sky. Especially when I was fighting bosses later in the game and some of the, you know, like the twins, pretty much most of the bosses are flying. Except the slimes, I guess. And the golem. And Plantera, she's like walking around. So most of the bosses are flying in the air. So when I was flying around, I was dodging their attacks, and I ended up kind of flying into the sky. And then the harpies were showing up, and they were fucking annoying. I hated them. So I don't know why the fuck all of a sudden it turns out that people are into the harpies. What the fuck? They're annoying. Maybe that's what they like about it. That they're annoying. It's kind of like they're stalking them. See, I was doing this. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why does it feel so weird when I? It's so fucking weird for a second that I noticed, you know, the cursor like flying up and down, but my mouse is moving. It's like, holy shit, my computer's haunted. Looked kind of weird for a second, till I realized that. Oh yeah, that's the reason why. Man, the map is so unexplored. I haven't even went to the right side of it yet. This is where I was last episode. The desert caves. They were definitely cooler looking than those ones. Pretty much every episode I spend in a cave. What else I can do? Fly around and do dumb, boring shit. Every episode's a cave. Every episode's a cave. I remember when I was trying to build the tunnel to hell. I thought I would like build it straight down and then pour some water at the bottom so you could just simply drop down and just fly. But what ended up happening to me is that I didn't really do anything on that. I was keep running into lava, so I didn't do it the way I wanted, and it just ended up being like having a lot of stops where you have to just get out of the tunnel, go somewhere else, and find another tunnel, because there was so much lava at some point that I just simply had to like get around it to get to hell, because that's where I deserve to go, to hell, and never come back. I'm not sure what I was mining for in this episode. I think I was just simply like trying to explore more of the underground. Why are there so many slimes following me? Too many of them, and they're all weird looking. They have spikes coming out of their heads. What's fun is that later in the game, I actually run, like I go into different caves, and I end up ending up in caves I've been before. So pretty much every single cave system that I went to ends up getting connected to a previous cave system that I went to in the past, which is kind of funny. You know, like I didn't even have to go here, I would end up here anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I think I might have used this by accident. Now, also another question I have, where the fuck is Boss? What was he doing at the time? I know at some point I'm exploring caves and he's building houses, so maybe he's building houses right now. I'm not sure. Or I like in this game how you have the trash slot in your equipment. And basically you throw anything in there and it gets trashed. But it only gets trashed when you replace that item with another item. So you basically have one additional item slot for you to use. As long as you do not accidentally put something else in it and you just simply end up losing the item. So this is pretty useful. I remember in Minecraft at some point, I was early in Minecraft because I'm a Minecraft veteran and I remember shit like that. You could put items in your... When you open your equipment with E in Minecraft, you have your little crafting, the 2x2 crafting, and you could put items in there, and you could store items there. And I remember that earlier in Minecraft there was also like a special slot for arrows next to your character. But that was actually really fucking handy. I don't know why they fucking get rid of that, because now arrows occupy another space in your inventory, so it's like you keep arrows in your pockets. Well, that slot seemed like it was specifically for arrows, you know, you put arrows there and you fucking keep a good... And you keep them in there. I don't know if arrows stuck by 64 or if they stack by 16, I don't remember. And that's another thing I like in this game. Stuff stacks by like 999. Not everything does that, but a lot of things do. Like for example, all the wood I have in my equipment for no reason. I kept that wood just in case I needed to build a platform or something. Or a wall. But I think I used it like once. When I was getting across lava in one episode. Well, maybe not just once, I don't know. Maybe multiple times. But my point is I wasn't using it very often. And yeah, I don't know why. Have you guys seen... What was it called? Hold on. It was a bunch of people were recreating San Andreas in Unreal Engine. And Take-Two took down that project. While the people that were making it, they specifically mentioned how this is not for purposes of playing San Andreas. This is just for like machinimas and like making cinematic videos purposes, so you could have a more expanded range of like animations and do way more shit with it than you could in normal San Andreas. And Take-Two ended up taking it down because Take-Two is a piece of shit and they hate fun, you know. I will never fucking forgive them for one fucking thing, and I fucking hate that everyone forgot about that, so I'm gonna remind you about that story. So, before Borderlands 3 was announced, there was this like YouTuber called Submato. I watched him all the time because he had some connections to some insider in Gearbox, and he had like the most appropriate news about Borderlands 3, and he pretty much kept my hype. He hyped me up so much for that game, kept my fucking hype for that game, and I ended up buying the special edition. because I was hyped, and pretty much thanks to him, he was pretty much just like advertising the game for me. Not just for me, I ended up watching like, you know, his videos, I went on his streams, talked with him a couple of times. And then Take-Two sent some fucking people to his house. That's the fucking fucked up part, that they fucking bothered to look for where he lives and fucking track him down. And they sent some people to fucking scare him so he would stop fucking talking about Borderlands 3 on his channel. But well, that was like, he was like the only person that kept the fucking hype going before the PAX West, PAX East, yeah, it was PAX East, PAX East event. So, yeah, that was fucked up in my opinion. Really fucked up. Because people were like saying, oh, the Game of the Year awards is where Borderlands 3 is gonna get revealed. That wasn't the case. That was when Crash Team Racing got revealed. Speaking of Crash Team Racing, so yeah, I fucking hate Take-Two for what the fuck they've done to a great YouTuber that I've watched a lot. And now pretty much there is like no YouTubers that cover like Borderlands news. Unless you watch those streams that Borderlands channel itself is posting, which I kinda didn't do that for a while because they were just like talking about updates and shit. And I didn't really care. Apparently The Hunt, which is like an event kinda organized by like community of Borderlands, but endorsed by Gearbox, I guess. It's basically like you have this big fetch list of all the legendaries. And if if you're the one who ends up by the time when from when it starts to when it finishes, you get the most legendaries or whatever, you win. And each legendary, the more rare it is, the more points you get for it. I'm not gonna participate in that if that's what you were curious about, because I don't really care about that. Right now I only care if they're like gonna do some kind of expansion to the game. Like what is it? Well, we kind of know what the 4th expansion is gonna be. It's gonna be Krieg story. It's gonna be about him. I think it's gonna be kind of expansion on how Krieg dealt with Maya's death, and maybe they're gonna finally he joined. Fucking lazy asshole, and they're gonna maybe like I hope for one thing that they're gonna make Ava kind of more sympathetic. Maybe Krieg is gonna like fight his insanity and he's gonna become sane again, because that's what because like death of Maya would just kill the insane Krieg in his head or something like that, and then he would end up being like Ava personal guardian, something like that. It would make sense because she's kind of like, she's the one that Maya chose to be her successor, kind of. Pretty much. Also Lilith, but nobody likes Lilith, she's fucking annoying. What I don't like about Lilith is how she fucking gets credit for everything, even though you're the one who does most of the shit. She gets credit for killing Handsome Jack, which already means that the canonical ending was the one where she killed him, not you, even though every fucking time I played that game, I'm the one who kills him. I think I did it only once just to see his face that he had under the mask. Which is... well, if you play the pre-sequel then you know very well how it looked. But... I don't know, she's fucking... I feel like they just had way too much of her in those games. So maybe if they won't bring her back in Borderlands 4, I hope maybe they'll focus on more characters. Maybe that's the reason they fucking killed her off. They were like, okay, we're gonna please hardcore fans of Lilith one more time, but she's gonna die. She's probably not fucking dead though, because you don't see her die, she just disappears at the end of the game, so she's definitely not fucking dead. And I guess they're gonna maybe, I don't know, bring someone else back. What I would like to see is, because of the thing how Crimson Raiders aren't really all that good themselves, right? I would like to see, for example, like one of the for example, Axton or Salvador. I don't know why I joined the pink team. Looks purple and pink team, that's stupid. I think because boss wanted to teleport to me, but You can only teleport to other players while you have a potion and you're in the same team. But maybe that wasn't the case, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know, I like the whole stories of like when good characters turned evil. Like Alex Mercer in Prototype turned evil. He was he was kind of evil in Prototype 1, and in Prototype 2 you just simply defeated him. Because he played as a completely different character who was not at all as cool as... Well, Alex Mercer was edgy as fuck, you know? He had a hoodie, he had like this rigged fucking clothes and shit. Raggedy ass clothes. And he was like a total edgelord. He was constantly being like, fuck you, nobody understands me. But the fucking other guy, the guy from Prototype 2, his goal was just to save his daughter because I guess Alex Mercer kidnapped her for some reason. And he has the same powers as he does, and he's the final boss. But what ends up, like what I didn't like about him is the fact that... I fucking blew him up. And the fact that he kills so many people just to get his daughter back. Like, he has no regard for human life, he just wants to his daughter saved. Which is kind of like Joel in The Last of Us, when Joel tries to save Ellie, even though he ends up killing scientists. That's because Joel is not really a hero, he doesn't fucking does... I mean, partly he does that because he loves Ellie, right? But I feel like the bigger reason why he does that is because he doesn't want to lose another daughter, because it will be like the same fucking thing happens to him again. He'll just like get depressed and be sad, and he just doesn't want to fucking deal with that shit. So he decided that, no, I'm gonna save her. Which, I don't fucking like The Last of Us, to be honest. I don't even like the first game. I didn't care about it when it came out, and I kind of... I mean, I followed the game, I knew everybody loved it, I thought everybody said it was fucking groundbreaking and shit. I didn't give a fuck about it, I didn't fucking believe that. I was just like, yeah, it's good. Not up my alley, but it's pretty good. I don't really love zombie survival games all that much. Like, I didn't really give a single fuck about Days Gone, even though some people said it's an underrated gem, but I don't care. Maybe one day I'll find out if it's an underrated gem and if it's true or not, but for now I'm not gonna give a fuck about that. But the episode's about to end, so see you fellas in the next episode, bye.